Baloyi Chiwenga, who happens to be the wife of retired General Chiwenga, has responded following the capsizing of the Lake Kariba boat in Zimbabwe that killed so far confirmed about 44 people, as well as other bodies which remains unconfirmed whether they are still alive, but we know that they are no more. That's why they cannot be confirmed. And taking into consideration that in the waters where people perished, there are also animals that may have actually consumed the bodies. This is a painful moment in Zimbabwe. I must undertake, of course, and also this exposes the government of Zimbabwe, their priorities. They don't have equipment to actually ferry people within those waters. If it was a strong boat, if it was a boat that is well serviced, these lives of Zimbabweans would not have perished. So Minnie Baloyi Chiwenga have weighed on the pain that comes with losing your loved ones and not be in a position to bury that loved one because the government institutions that are meant to discover these bodies are not able or were not able to actually recover these individuals. So that is the fate of many Zimbabweans who lost their lives about 2 days ago. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So this is what Minnie Baloyi Chiwenga had to say. She wrote, "Losing a loved one is one thing. Not being able to bury them is another." Saying losing a loved one is already a pain, but it strikes deeper, especially when you lose them and you never bury them. I pray that their bodies be found so that the relatives, loved ones can find closure. May their souls rest in peace. That is what, may their dear souls rather rest in peace. That is the message that she had written, as short as it is, and it demonstrated a lot of response from the followers of Minnie Baloyi Chiwenga. Omega Jonera saying, "Ha, Zinorwadza, I can relate. I lost the only brother I had in 2023 under an accident. Mine hatina kumuwana up to now. I'm still traumatized, and sometimes the nombo ziunzwa kuti maybe one day achatsoka is still alive. May God comfort the families who lost their loved ones." You see, that's the trauma of not seeing the body of your loved one and confirm that indeed he is dead. We are not going to see him or her anymore. Sometimes you wish that that person would come. V. Samizi says, "But you know the main cause. Why can't you just deal with it once and for all? Because he's coming after you." You know, the ZANU-PF factionalism always comes hard and strong, especially on Minnie Baloyi Chiwenga, as well as retired General Chiwenga. The more they say something, it will always be brought. And then Freedom M. Makulangafi says, "The government must make it compulsory to inspect the boat before it starts its journey. Harare Bulawayo Highway is a death trap as well. Can't the government collaborate with villagers to put fence and hedge that will prevent cows and other animals?" I believe it's doable. Then as for elephants, tracker system can be vital to monitor their movements. I just generalized. But if we look deeper into these things, some of them are avoidable. Exactly. This accident shows the recklessness of the government. Then how do you expect this government to put in place and also enforce laws that will make sure that Zimbabweans move safely, whether through waters in Zimbabwe, whether through roads or through railways. It's always accidents. If you look at the number of people who are claimed through accidents in Zimbabwe, it is alarming. If you look at the number of people who are actually, I know I will still speak about these miners, the Macheche miners, the number remains unknown. The government ignored these individuals. More than 10 individuals were buried in Macheche mine, and the government did nothing. The relatives were just told, no, go and mourn, we cannot retrieve these bodies. Because of poor mining, because the government is after gold. These individuals like Owen Mutangube and the Wicknell Chivios of this world, these fake prophets, they are after gold. How Zimbabweans mine the safety of Zimbabweans, they don't care about it all. What they're after is gold. These Chinese, the degradation that they are causing to the soils of Zimbabwe, to the rivers of Zimbabwe, it is to them nothing. That is the government of Emerson Mnangagwa's concerns is cash. That's why they also overloaded this Mbuyane boat. And no one will account for this. They will just buy those cheap coffins for people to be buried, and it ends there. That boat would be back. It will be used again. Don't ever think that it will be taken or serviced. It will be reused again. There is sufficient evidence that it was overloaded, highly overloaded, with both children risking the lives of innocent children. And the main cause of the capsizing of this boat may have been overloading, but you don't hear them speaking about this. They quickly declared a state of national disaster. They have acknowledged that this incident was poorly, the Mnangagwa acknowledging that they were wrong, but nothing would be done on them. These lives have been just lost. The families are just going to be given boxes, and most probably they will just be given, cheap graveyards and so forth to bury their loved ones. That's it. They don't know the consequences and the cost of losing. It's breadwinners that were lost. It's dear family members, it's dear children, potential future children that died being killed in a gruesome manner by water. It's very, very painful. And we've got a government that doesn't care, at least to do the least. That is to make sure that they look for all those bodies, even if they have been eaten by crocodiles. We saw in South Africa the crocodile that swallowed remains of human beings. It was actually killed, taken out of the river so that the remains of that human could be removed and be buried properly. We are talking about human beings here. I think yesterday they were saying more than 20, I'm sure the number may be even more than 50 of unaccounted human beings. And just imagine, they failed even to get the bodies. Of course, rescuing people who are alive is another matter, but fail even to get the bodies. After dying, these bodies, they are in that lake and they will never be discovered. It's a shame. It's a shame, really. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Is let me love and leave you. Let's meet on the other side of the live broadcast.